There's a story I've been following closely, and that's what I was wanting to tell you about. But first, I want to go back to 1983 and talk about Thomas Sankara. He was a military captain who became the president of what was then the Upper Volta of West Africa. He was an anti-imperialist and refused loans from organizations such as the International Monetary Fund. First thing he did was to sell off the Mercedes of government officials and replace them with cheaper vehicles. He built schools and hospitals. He implemented a mass vaccination program to reduce the cases of measles, meningitis, and yellow fever. He was the first African leader to install women into major cabinet positions, as well as recruit women into the military. He limited his own salary to $450 a month and his own possessions to a car, a Renault, 4 bikes, 3 guitars, a refrigerator, and a broken freezer. He renamed the country Burkino Faso, Land of the Incorruptible People. And he himself wrote the country's national anthem. Unfortunately, on October 15, 1987, he was killed during a coup. Just 6 months after his death, Ibrahim Traore was born in Bandouke, Burkina Faso. He attended primary school in his hometown and secondary school in Bobo Dioulasso, the country's second largest city. He attended Ouagadougou University, where he studied geology and graduated with honors. After that, he joined the army and was quickly recognized by senior officers and sent for anti-artillery training in Morocco. Later, he was promoted to lieutenant, and then later he joined United Nations peacekeeping forces fighting an insurgency in Mali. After that, he was stationed in Burkina Faso, where he was promoted to captain. In January of 2022, there was a coup led by Paul Henry Sandiego Damiba. Originally, the military supported the new government, but often troops in rural areas didn't receive their pay on time. And in January of 2023, there was in September of 2022, there was a 150 truck convoy headed to the city of 150 truck convoy loaded with food headed to the city of Chipo that had been under siege for 18 months. The convoy was attacked by jihadists and 37 soldiers were killed. This angered a lot of the military, and Traore organized a coup and overthrew Damiba. Traore was installed as transitional president. He declined a president's salary and instead maintained the salary of a military captain. In January of 2023, the government suspended the Paris Military Accord and gave the French troops 1 month to leave the country. In July of 2023, Traore attended the African-Russian Summit in St. Petersburg, Russia. There, Putin announced that he would be sending free shipments of grain to Africa. Traore expressed his gratitude, but also stated his intent that someday Africa would become food secure. Traore is the only president to have achieved over 80% of his promises. He's built roads and highways. He's built a hydroelectric dam to increase people's energy supply while reducing their dependence on fossil fuels, as well as supplying a lot of water. Work is underway for Burkino Faso-Ghana railway to connect the two countries. And Burkina Faso grows a lot of tomatoes, but yet has imported tomato products. So they've built a tomato processing plant. And Burkina Faso is one of the leading gold producing countries, so they built a gold refinery to keep the wealth within the country. Traore has set up mobile health clinics with state-of-the-art medical 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 facilities to provide free health care to people in rural areas. And he's given 400 tractors to farmers and supplies them with quality seed and fertilizer at subsidized costs. In 2024, the country received 100 armored vehicles and 2 Turkish-made TB2 Bayraktar drones. Thomas Sankara had said, "You can kill the revolutionary or the person, but you cannot kill an idea." And a lot of people see Ibrahim Traore as the reincarnation of Thomas Sankara. Traore himself has expressed his intent to finish the work that Traore began.